This is me, and I suck at Minecraft. So when I went to go download the hardest achievement pack, Blazing Caves, I thought it couldn't be that hard, right? So I load in, go to get my surroundings, and then get some wood. And as I get my wood, I go to adventure over the hills to go see what else I can find. And as I get over the hill, I immediately spot a ruined portal. So I walk over to it to go see what loot it has. And upon reaching the ruined portal, I go to see what's in the chest and get a bunch of achievements. Notice how when I put the armor pieces on, I get rewards for it. That will come in handy later. Anyways, I went over to go explore for a cave and get some iron and maybe even some diamonds. And as I climb the mountain next to the ruined portal, I find the perfect cave. As I get over there, I get to make a gold pickaxe and go mining. Not long after that, I make a furnace from the cobblestone mine and found some coal, and go to ascend the mountain to find some quick iron. And not after long, I spot some. I bridge over to get over to the iron, and when I get up to the iron, I make an absolutely bottom mistake and use my golden pickaxe. I told you guys I suck. Anyway, I place down a crafting table and make a cobblestone pickaxe so I can actually mine the iron this time. After getting enough iron, I smelt it and go to the other iron ores nearby and descend down into the cave. After finding out the cave was a dead end, I walked around for like a solid half an hour just trying to find another. After walking down this little walkway area, I find out that there's a little crack that goes all the way down to Deep Slate with a lush cave. After finding out the lush cave goes nowhere, I just dig into the walls and find a cave. After breaking into that cave, I look around and instantly snap onto some diamonds. After getting 4 diamonds, I decide to delve deeper into the cave and try and get full diamond armor. A bit of silence for that diamond, please. Anyways, after mining around for like an hour, I get full diamond armor. Here I pause to try and calculate how much diamonds I need for full, but my audio didn't record for the first part of this recording. I have no clue why, but basically, I got the entire thing wrong and forgot the diamond boots, so I left the cave to end off being 4 diamonds short. But remember earlier how I said you get rewards for doing advancements? After making basically all the diamond tools I could get, I had more diamonds left over, and it ended up saving me going back into the cave to get the diamonds I would need for the boots. After getting all the diamonds tools that I needed, I decided to go searching around the world for a base spot. And after exploring the world for about an hour, I found the perfect island that I wanted my base to be on. On the shore, it just looks like a tall birch, but behind it was a giant snowy mountain with a plains that I could build my base on, with a jungle behind it. It had a pond that we could make like a boat looking thing that the villagers could be on. There was a ruined portal not too far into the island. There was a village behind this jungle. It was just perfect. I had so many visions. After checking out the ruined portal, I found out I got lucky and I just needed one obsidian to light it, and in the chest was obsidian, so I ended up lighting the portal with fire charges that was also in the chest, and I decided to enter the Nether. After going into the Nether portal, at first glance it just looked like a soul valley, which I was pretty annoyed about. But after I climbed this little mountain, it revealed a crimson forest. After I explored that crimson forest, I walked around the Nether for about an hour. I got really unlucky with the ruined portal spawn, but it's okay because eventually I did find myself a Nether fortress. And I kid you not 10 seconds was I walking around this fortress before I found a blaze spawner. After killing all the blazes I needed and yeah, dying, yeah, it's whatever, I ended up getting my blaze rods back and leaving the Nether. After going back to the overworld to get some food, I went to a warp forest to get some ender pearls. And after walking out of that warp forest with some more ender pearls than I should have, I V-lined it straight to the overworld and went as fast as I could to the stronghold, which was surprisingly close to the base than I thought it was. It was like 1,000 blocks out. It was crazy. After walking around the stronghold for not that long, actually, I found the portal room, put my Eyes of Ender in, and went straight into the end to fight the Ender Dragon. After realizing that I didn't have any beds, I had to improvise. So I used my crossbow to get all the end crystals. So I broke most of the end crystals, but I ended up missing so many of this one tower. It had to be like a stack of arrows. My crossbow broke trying to get this. It was absurd. So after my crossbow broke, I had to build up to all the crystals, and that was even more painful than missing a stack of arrows on tower. And since I didn't have a bed, I had to do the scaredy cat strategy of sitting under the dragon and repeatedly hitting its head when it perches like 5 times. But when I finally did beat the Ender Dragon, it opened up this super challenge tab, and it gave me a warning for these that are very difficult. I think I'll be able to do them easily in future episodes. Anyways, after that, I went to the End Islands in search of a ship End City. I did end up finding an End City pretty early, but it wasn't a ship. So then I had to go exploring for like an hour to actually finally find a ship. So I ended up running over to the ship and building up straight to it so I can get the elytra. I ended up looking in the chest, it was dog shit. So then I ended up going into the middle of the end city where the E chest room and the normal chest room is. I ended up getting some OP loot from that. So then I ended up gliding over to the nearest remote gateway and go back to the base island. So when I came out of the end, I stayed in the fortress and decided to end episode 1 here because it's really late that I'm editing it and I couldn't be bothered recording anymore because this was like a 6-hour session. But anyways, we ended up on 150 achievement in day 1. I feel like that's pretty good, but you know, we're gonna have to get like 10 times that later. But, you know, it's whatever. I'm the one that's going to be persisting through this series, and I hope you guys are going to be there for the entire journey. Feel like it's going to be a long one, a big one, and I'll see you guys in episode 2.